starting today's vlog a little bit later than I had initially intended. I've also decided to sit in this chair for the first time, like film in this chair for the first time, and actually it's quite a nice angle with the tree, really, isn't it? I'm having one of those days where I just feel a bit frantic. I think it's kind of nerves because the first day of Vlogmas has just gone live, and I always get really stressed about it, like, is anyone actually going to watch it? Which is not me being self-deprecating of like, oh, please watch my videos. It's just, I don't know, I just get nervous about it. But anyway, I just had a couple of deliveries, so I thought now would probably be a good time to start the vlog. And they are both to do with the same project, really. First thing I got was some Rico sock stop. That's really hard to say. Rico sock stop. This stuff to go on the bottom of the sailor slippers that I want to get started on. I think I'm gonna try and get started on them when I finish the first sleeve of my Peatlands sweater, which I'm almost there. I'm almost at the first decrease and there's only a couple of decreases. So that's kind of my plan for this afternoon. But I'm also sat here thinking like, oh, should I start frogging my great gingham and get going on that, like get a swatch done? And yeah, I just want to do all of the things, and I know that I don't really have that much time. Like, these things will take time and I don't think I have enough time to get them all done today. But yeah. The other thing I got was, so in my last vlog before Vlogmas, I talked about how I wanted to knit either the striped overload cardigan or polo in the same yarn that I was using for my great gingham raglan. And I'd ordered some Fibre Space Cumulus to go with it. And so I've decided that I'm going to do the cardigan because, like a lot of you said, I think the cardigan is going to be a lot more versatile because it's essentially the polo but with a button band. I've got one of these stuck. So yeah, it's basically the polo. Oh, I'm throwing things all over the floor. So yeah, it's basically the polo with a button placket down the front, so it means that I'll be able to wear it in like spring and autumn when I don't necessarily want to have it done up, but also wear it done up and not really sort of miss out on anything that I would have had with the polo. So I decided I needed some buttons if I was going to knit a cardigan, and so I decided to order, try and hold these without throwing them on the floor, these ones from Pigeon Wishes. So these are the cherry bomb buttons, and I got the 15mm because I wanted something that was going to be smaller. The ones that I usually use from Pigeon Wishes are either a 20mm or a 25mm, and I thought they were going to be too big. I wanted something a bit smaller, so I went for the 15. And I was showing my daughter the one that I wanted to make for myself, and I showed her the kids version of the polo, and I said, do you want one as well? And she asked for one to match mine, so I ordered some yarn to make her a matching one. I am going to knit the polo. I would like to knit her a cardigan, so I'm going to use the polo pattern because there isn't a cardigan pattern for kids, and I'll just alter it to make it into a cardigan, which I don't think is going to be too difficult. It's essentially just knit it flat with a gap in the middle and then add on the button placket. And the gauge is the same on the adults and the kids, so it should be fairly easy to kind of alter into a cardigan. So I ordered these for her version. So this is Cascade 220, and the red is 9404, and the pink is 9477. So I think they're a pretty good match for my version as well, so they should be matching, but I didn't want to use a suri and a strand of wool for hers because I think it would be too hot, and she runs a lot hotter than I do. I am always cold, and I didn't want it to be itchy, and I know that she is fine with Cascade 220 because she has hats and things made out of it, and I think if you can put it on your forehead then you're probably fine with it all over. So yeah, going to make her a matching one. I really want to get started on this and make them so that we can have matching ones for Christmas, but in reality I'm not going to be able to finish 2 cardigans before Christmas, so I'm going to try and hold off and finish my Peatlands before I get started on these. But I might knit a swatch. I might wind these up and knit a swatch later. But, or actually I might have some other Cascade 220 hanging around, so I could swatch in that and then I don't have to do any winding. Yeah, that is an option. But for now, I think I might catch up on some other people's Vlogmases. I might end up putting today and tomorrow together into one vlog, because tomorrow I have a hospital appointment for my finger and it's at like 9:45, so I'm not sure if that means that I'm going to end up not having a huge amount of time once I get back, because nobody really wants to have to film in a hospital, to be honest, do they? So yeah, it's probably going to be quite a lot of waiting around as well, because there was quite a lot of waiting around last time, because you have to like go up and down to different departments and this, that and the other. But yeah, I think I'm going to go and knit some more of my Peatlands sweater sleeve and see whose Vlogmas is already up. Actually, before I do that, I haven't opened my advent yet today, so maybe let's go and do that first. Oh, my office is such a mess. Okay, I left my tripod downstairs, so you are balanced on top of a button box and my sewing box, so hopefully you don't fall down. But where's number 2? Okay, if, like I said, you don't want spoilers, then skip to this point. But number 2 is Forest Floor. And ooh, here we have it. I love this. I kind of thought that the main skein might be a little bit like that. I mean, maybe it is, but yeah, I really, really love that. This yarn is so soft as well. I really cannot wait to be able to make myself a jumper out of it. I also really enjoying the fact that it's not a fade. The last 2 advents that I've had, like mini skein advents that I've had, have been fades, and it's quite nice to have a little bit of a surprise every day, and not kind of know roughly where the colours are going. I mean, I kind of do, because I know what the theme is. I know they're roughly going to be somewhere around like woodland colours and stuff, but yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a surprise. But yeah, I really, really love this advent. I'm really glad that I chose it instead of doing like a full 24 day. I feel like every other day is a nice little treat, and it doesn't feel like too much yarn to work through, because like I said, I'm still working through my northeasterly blanket with my advent from last year, and yeah, it's just taken a really long time. I am on the last run through of it. Actually, should we just go and have a look? Because I don't think I've shown it to you in quite a while. So many ends. Right, so here we are. I am on the 5th strip. So I'm now back down here. I don't know if I'm actually going to get 6 out of this. And it is really, really long and not very wide. So that was kind of on me for not really calculating the length and width properly with how much yarn I had. But I think I've kind of come to the decision that what I might do is order Jess's clubs for next year, and then add to it with those, and then just make it a like wide and long blanket, and just have it as an ongoing project, because I am really enjoying having it as like a little comfort project in the background, and I really want it to be like the most usable blanket that we can like that it can. So I'm just going to keep going with it and just have it as like an ongoing whip. But I'm looking forward to having the advent finally finished. I am going to try and get that done by the end of the month, so that I'm going into 2026 with like a clean slate, ready to start on whatever I choose to add to it afterwards. I do want to try and like stick to the same base. So this is 100% non-superwash merino. So yeah, I want to stay consistent on the base, but I'm not fussed on what colours and everything go on the other side, so it'll be kind of like a half and half. And yeah, I think it'll be nice in the end, but just going to take a little bit longer than I maybe initially planned, and actually I'm okay with that. So yeah, so that is my Advent project from last year, but yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to use up my Advent minis from this year in a smaller project that is more likely to get finished sooner, and is going to be a little bit more kind of easygoing. Just went to sit in my seat and there's a Ruffles in it. You comfy? I need to leave in like 10 minutes to go and get the little one from school, but I've just done the first decrease on sleeve 2. I think I said sleeve 1 earlier. I meant sleeve 2. I've already done sleeve 1. So yeah, sleeve 1 and sleeve 2. So we are cooking now. I have just realised though that my tinsel is like hanging off of the hook that I've got it on, so I need to fix that. Can't be having dodgy looking tinsel. Much better. I've got to go and get the little one from school. I'm not sure how to style the fringe that I had cut in last week with a hat. It's a very first world problem really, isn't it? How do I style my fringe with my hat? I don't know, do I look too much like Father Christmas now? I always feel like this kind of resembles the beard, and then I have the hat. Oh dear, I don't know. Maybe we'll go with this. Because then I get home and it's flat. I don't know. I'm just going to roll with it. Anyway, I need to go and get the little one from school. And then start the evening chaos, I guess.
I drew the most prettiest picture.
Could and swung on trees, making his very own snowstorm. Night night, Bubble! Please excuse the nomming sound. Biggs is having his dentist stick thing, but I've just put the Bubble to bed and I'm gonna settle down and go and finish off some of the sleeve on my Peatlands, but I thought I would leave today here. I think I've like gotten a couple of snippets from the evening, but yeah, I don't know. I tried my best. I'm gonna go and have a mince pie. For me, Marks and Spencer's mince pies, top tier. So yeah, I'm gonna go have a mince pie and finish off my Peatlands. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here and I will catch up with you guys again tomorrow. Actually, before I go, I need to put one of these in the advent calendar. Let's go with, let's do the ice cream.